4 to the cage.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore in Minneapolis, welcoming you to the Thomas & Mack Center, just off the Vegas Strip, for tonight's main event. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday, now it gets to explode here in the ring. Roy Jones Jr. is coming down to the ring right now, and he does so with a certain gamesmanship, putting forth that attitude to his opponent, telling him, I'm the man, and I know it. Oscar De La Hoya's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now. Across the ring, with a record of 39 wins, including 30 knockouts and 6 defeats, hailing out of Montebello, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Like this that everybody's been talking about. It's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Is there it? That's a big and bang, and away he goes. One shot and down, Teddy.
And now he's going to have to find a way to clinch. He needs time to recover.
Knocked down, now some major questions to be answered by Roy Jones Jr. Able to show you his blocking ability. Good step back counter punch there. That's a good left hand by Roy Jones. De La Hoya is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Oh, he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He missed with that headshot. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Oscar De La Hoya. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Well-placed hook there. De La Hoya's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Way to block there. Jones is out there just waiting on a counter punch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is he? Because he knows if he walks in, he's going to get caught. So what he wants to do is, he knows there's basically a guard
at that door. He's trying to get that guard to get out of there so he can go through that door.
And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Kenny, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything. And then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it. And he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Him go down in that last round.
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock to buy him.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Well-targeted two-punch combo by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Right hand downstairs. Well-placed hook.
There you go.
And Roy blocks that punch. Nice solid left hand scored by Oscar De La Hoya. Jones is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Downstairs with a right hand. Blocks the headshot. Wow, a big flush blow. The lefty. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Reacting to tough circumstances, not something that Roy Jones Jr. has had to do a lot of in his career. But now that's exactly what he needs to do, as more than once tonight he's found himself down.
But I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got off.
Able to cover up that gut. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Nice block by Roy Jones. Hunting with the right. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing?
Just imagine you just walk into a room and somebody hits you from behind. You drop. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Start of the round, but Teddy, it could be the end of the fight. He's been knocked down numerous times, including the last round. Jones is in bad shape. He turned things around, and now his opponent has to be asking himself, big shot he just scored with. Unbelievable. Just the barrage continues. He's knocked down again.
But it's the Zion heart. It's just as strong as it was before.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, the
Boxing writers are going to have a field day with this early knockout, Teddy. Praising one guy, and tons of criticism is going to be targeted on this opponent.
Yeah, two ways you can criticize the opponent. One is that obviously his technique was not right, and that came from training camp. But the other is more directed to his corner that they didn't warm him up right. I mean, he came out cold, there was no sweat on him, and he got starched.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.